What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? Okay, we don't hear James. What's going on with his audio? Let's see, is that on my end?
It probably is. Push the
No, there you
push the
go.
buttons.
There you
You
go.
know,
It
you
wasn't
know.
me. It was you.
Not this time. You told me to mute myself because I was back here making all kind of snide remarks. What's up with that though, brother? Wait, welcome to the lab, God dog it.
Hey, man, another Wednesday, man, and I love the fact that we're really throwing ourselves out here trying to learn this software. And for the
Yeah.
ones we had a few issues, but we were able to work it out real briefly. Not sure what is going on, but we're gonna figure it out. And
Hey
but like
man,
you
that's the,
said,
that's that's the beauty of live streaming, God dog it. That's the beauty of live streaming.
right. And the one thing that you told me when we first started this whole thing, it was we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn how to do this, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's not what you want it to be, but it just works itself out that way. And you just got to make it work. So look, I'm over here panicking in the background, which I
Look
shouldn't
at
be,
you.
but
You over there sweating doing. You know what,
okay.
brother? You over there. Don't
So
don't don't sweat the small stuff, man. We gonna have some great content to talk about tonight. It's all good. You know, they don't need to know how the sausage is made.
yeah, that's right. There you go. And you see, Sammy's already at it, so that's what's
Sammy's a
up.
good man.
And,
Yeah.
and look, and look. Speaking of everything, he says, "Did you get a new mic over there?" Look, he's peeping something. Look, he's peeping some stuff out that I didn't even see yet. So, did you get a new
No,
mic?
Sammy. No, this is the same. You know, SM7B. I'm not moving from this one. I have looked at a couple of others, but look, I decided this is the pinnacle of the mountain, whatever it is, the top of the mountain. So I'm gonna stick with this one here right now for a minute.
There it is. Well, for the ones who do not know, my name is Corey Tallboy Sanders. I prefer Tallboy. If you call me by my government name, I'm going to think you're a bill collector. And what does it says? Listen to me now, believe me later on by Cujo Goody from Goody Mob. So that's what
I
I'm
like
rocking
that.
today. And go
Okay.
ahead and introduce yourself if you don't mind, sir.
Yeah, well, if we showing wares, shouts out to the replay squad. I'm rocking some of that new Hicks new media gear from Preston. So, yeah,
Oh,
James Hicks here, folks. This is what we do. Me and Tallboy bring you the real consumer technology updates and reviews every Wednesday. So sit back, enjoy the ride. You never know what you're gonna get.
there it is. So speaking of everything, do you have anything I would like to say for your week in tech? I know you got to have something.
My latest thing is just probably the collaboration, like I'm gonna say with Preston. So I got my second release in after last week's show. So I got my new gear. So I'm rocking that. But yeah, I'm trying to launch a new collection every season, and for fall, just launch some new things. Especially, I'm real proud of the ones we've launched that I launched with my daughter. So the what I'm calling the J Nicole collection. So check those out. There's the link down there at the bottom, folks. But in terms of hardware, software, services, there are a couple of platforms that I'm looking at, but I'm not ready to talk about them just yet because they're still a little trifling. So I can't give them the lab thumb up just yet.
Gotcha, gotcha. I completely understand. Um, I want to say one of the softwares that I'm working with, but that'll be the surprise for next week. So really, technically, for me, there was no things for week in tech for me. There was none outside of Canva. So thanks to our guy, my co-host, he showed me some great, cool things that you can see this logo right here in the background. I did not know the power of what Canva could really do, especially on the desktop version. And as Hit the Spot 1006 says all the time, I'm more of a desktop person, whereas I'm more of a cell phone person. So last Friday, I literally was like, man, I did not know the functionality of what you could really do with Canva as far as creating designs for YouTube thumbnails, for LinkedIn profile photos. I would look into that. And I don't know what their pricing is, but I know that around holiday times they do a discounted rate. So, like I said, for me, it was really just trying to figure out, because I'm not a graphic design artist at all, y'all. So that's not really my thing. But I will say, you need to check out Canva, especially if you're looking for some designs and that kind of stuff. So that's all I can say in regards to that.
No, but you did. It was pretty cool to see you level up that day when we was building those overlays and those designs, man. Because it was like an aha moment, right? When it started clicking and you started like taking out the background, you started bringing in different shades and colors and stuff, and now I see you got the new wall going on behind you with the screen. It's definitely tight, brother. Loving it. I'm loving it. Loving the look.
I'm gonna see if I can possibly pull in one of these images that I worked on Friday. I was really impressed with the work that was done, and I'm not happy with this one, but this is one of the images that through Canva I was able to create, and I was able to size each one for the proper social platform. So if it was for Instagram, if it was for um, if it was for LinkedIn, if it was for YouTube, I was able to properly size everything that needed to be done. So yeah, that was pretty much it, man.
Yeah. I would say the only caveat for folks who are maybe looking at Canva, a lot of the capabilities that we're talking about are only with the pro plan. You can do a lot with the free version, but you definitely want to be pro if you're gonna be messing with Canva, because the background remover, being able to have higher quality clip art, and hey, I said clip art. No one's used the word clip art in so long. I'm I'm definitely dating myself, but yeah, imagery and things of that nature. So yeah, check out the pro plan. I think it's 150 a year, but look, it costs something to get something. If you're gonna be out here in these content creation streets, you definitely need to pay for quality gear and quality infrastructure. So
And like I said, now I don't know the holiday pricing, but I think I looked at my plan, and we because of Black Friday, I was looking
mm,
at my plan the other day. It was $119. So
nice,
you might want
nice.
to look. You might want to look into that around holiday time, if you can wait. But if not, go ahead and go ahead and make the
Use
investment.
Tallboy's affiliate link.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too.
Huh?
That
Get
too.
that
That
money.
too. Yeah, go get that money. That's right. All right, man. Let's go ahead and move forward. And what is it? Stash stock? Is that what
Yeah,
we're
see
talking
how I
about?
rolled into that. Get that money.
Uh oh, I don't know what's going on. So this is stash stock party. Um, I'm gonna let James talk a little bit about it. Who is it? Party Power? Never heard of Party Power before, but James, what do you know about Party Power?
No. It's actually it's Bed Bath and Beyond is the primary stock. But if I was to bring someone along and they bought some stock tonight and they were not a new member yet, I believe we would get a companion stock, and we'll find out what that is after the party. But the primary segment of stock that we get tonight is from Bed Bath and Beyond. And look, I was just there shopping not too long ago. That's where I got that. Let me point at it the right way. My Dyson HP 07 air purifier, right there, that's keeping me cool and cool in the summertime and warm in the wintertime, because it does cool air and it does hot air as well. So shouts out to Bed Bath and Beyond for that purchase right there. I'm not going to tell y'all how much it costs, because I think my wife is listening and I think she can hear me. So we don't want to have those conversations. But yeah, stash stock party. Y'all go use that link there and you get $20 off any stock. It's definitely worthwhile. As I say every week, get invested in something, right? Because you need to let your money start working for itself and for you when you're not working. And I definitely believe that investments and financial literacy is key. You need to be focused on that. So there you go. There's my rant already.
Already, man.
And blame it on the scotch, brother. Like Jamie Foxx say, blame it on the alcohol. I've been dipping in this scotch.
All right, that's what's up. All right, so moving on. You want to go ahead and knock out your eye stories out of the way now? Can we knock those things?
Wow, this brother want to talk. Okay, It's like that. Right, you got it on. You bring it up on the screen, and I'll just talk about it right quick.
Oh man, no, I'm just saying. I just feel like it's only fitting. I mean, I was gonna ask you for Bed Bath and Beyond. Did you get anything for your daughter who's going off to school, or did you get
I
anything
ain't worried
for
about her. No, no.
or your son? I mean, because they,
I,
they're almost empty. You're almost an empty nester. So with Bed Bath and Beyond, with that stock.
man, I'm not ready for that. When we take our daughter down to LA the next couple of weeks, Daddy is going to be a wreck. So I don't even want to talk about that because I will be crying like a little kid, and it's not going to be a good look. But no, we got her loaded up. We'll probably Target is going to be the main shopping location of choice. It's pretty close to UCLA, so yeah, that's where we'll get all of her gear from. So yeah,
Okay.
you'll
Uh,
have me
but
crying up here.
before we yeah, I want to see a tear come out of that
Yeah, so
eye. Real brief, if you're not watching on the labtechshow.live's website, um come on over here. I'm not able to check out the comments. I'm going to push it all the time. The labtechshow.live, so you can interact with us. I know you're on my respective YouTube channel and James's respective YouTube channel. But if you close out your browser, go to Chrome, go to Safari, or whatever it is, type in the labtechshow.live. It's going to bring you to our lab YouTube channel, and you can watch and interact and comment live. So come on over and hang out with us. All right. With that being said, all right, James, let's go ahead and knock out your stories, man. Uh oh, where'd he go? Uh oh, uh oh, uh oh.
what's that?
I don't know what's going on with your audio. There we go. I got you taken care of. All right, now come on.
I'm, I'm not doing anything. My,
Look,
my, my hands are right here, player. I'm not touching anything.
look. The funny
Yeah,
thing, the funny thing about it is, I don't really want you to talk about this. So,
that's what it is right there. It's the devil in you. That's the problem. It's get thee behind me, Satan.
I really don't want you to talk about this. So it is what it is. So,
That, that is just no love. I don't understand that the hate that's always out there. So let me go and just walk through this right quick. So, uh, look, everyone who's got an iPhone is not necessarily running a Apple desktop or laptop as well, right? The majority of society is literally still running Windows PCs, desktops, laptops, and things of that nature. So Apple has finally brought on par the iCloud passwords application for Windows users, meaning that it's one password. It's what's the other one? It's essentially a repository for your complex passwords, right? Because again, hopefully you don't have the same password for every single website or every single service that you use. This allows you to have an encrypted copy of those passwords stored on your phone and stored in iCloud, just in case you lose your laptop, lose your phone, or again, you're trying not to remember all of those long hexadecimal passwords that you have for your various financial institutions, your shopping locations, and things like that. We've already had this from day one on the Mac side, but again, I think it's smart, and it's finally happening, long overdue for Windows users to have the iCloud passwords application that they can install on their phone and take advantage of storing passwords via a Chrome extension as well. So it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Again, just the ability now to not have to worry about remembering all of those long passwords, but you can now store them in the cloud as well.
is this something that you can do with? You just type in one password, and then it gives you all of your passwords that you
Yeah,
have saved. So it's similar to
exactly.
like Norton's one password or
Yeah.
that one password. So you type in one password and it gives you access to all of the passwords that you have. That's what you're
All
saying.
of your stored passwords. So it's like one pass. It's like last pass. It's like I can't think of some of the other ones, but it's exactly that, right? You have kind of a master password, and within kind of that repository, you have all of the passwords for all of your locations. And say you forget your Netflix password, right? You log into iCloud password app, and you do a search for Netflix. You authenticate again, and it'll show you the password so you can log in. Functionality that's relevant, that needs to be there, and now finally Windows people have it as well. So welcome to the party.
So it looks like they had a rollout earlier this year, and they had like a rocky start or something like that. Are
Yeah,
you
didn't
familiar?
work.
It didn't work.
It just didn't work. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. It didn't work. It didn't.
And this is why I don't particularly care for Apple. But so why is it that it did not work? Do you know why?
I don't know why it didn't work, and Apple will never. I don't think a lot of software companies will completely divulge why there are issues with software rollouts. Right? It's just we were told that it wasn't ready. Right? It went out and just we're told that it wasn't ready. So now they've gone back re-engineered, and now it is stable and it's ready for prime time and general availability. So. The hindsight is 2020. Leave all that bad news in the past. And if you're a Windows user now and you have a ton of passwords, like I hope you do, again, you're not using the same password for every location that you go to on the internet. Take advantage of iCloud password if you're not already using something like LastPass or 1Password.
Okay, so it basically is saying that the 12.5 update for iCloud for Windows is available now, and you can get it
Mm.
by going to the Windows Store and searching for updates. If you don't already have the iCloud password syncing set up to your Windows machine, and then you'll have to enable it in iCloud settings before you can use the password manager. But the process is relatively simple, as they say. I don't know. Have you tried this at all, or do you use anything on Windows with iPassword?
No, again, I'm deep in the Apple ecosystem. Even on my Dell laptop, I don't. I use other platforms. I actually use 1Password on my PC side, but everything that's Mac focused, I use the iCloud ecosystem. So
Okay. Um, okay. Well, I mean, this is what it is. I mean, if you use Windows and you also use your iPhone and you want to sync your passwords, there's an update that's out right now. And feel free to go over and set it up and sync it with your Windows machine. And you should be able to use it. Now, is there a fee for this? That's
no,
another
this is
thing.
free.
So,
Yeah, no,
so
it's
it's
free.
free. Because I think
Yeah.
like with what I'm paying with Norton One Password Manager, I think there's we pay like a yearly fee for that,
Okay.
um, for
Okay.
that for that password. So this is nice. I mean considering that you don't have to pay any money. I mean there's no subscription or anything like that.
Well, you already paid for that $1,000 phone in your pocket, and you've already they kind of they got you from the front, right? But and then iCloud storage that you get by default is uh, lower than something like Google Drive, right? Google Drive, you get significantly more default storage, and with iCloud, you have to pay. I think it's $9.99 for 2 terabytes of storage, something of that nature. Don't quote me, but again, it adds up. The more people that you have using storing emails, storing photos, storing files, and things like that, it's significant. It is significantly more expensive than something like a Google Drive, but you're kind of already paying for this capability, this functionality. So yeah, there's no new subscription that you have to pay for.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm trying to read and see if there's anything else in the article that really just stands out. But it just looks like it's just an update. You enable it in the iCloud settings, and then you can use the password manager. And then basically, you already have the Apple account, I presume, and then you use your two-factor authentication. Oh, did I say that
Hmm.
right? And then along with an Apple device running iOS 14 or Mac OS 11 or later, and then you have to just use your security code. Um, and then it says you'll also have to have Windows Hello set up, but apparently you should already know that. So okay. Anything else? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny and dismiss.
You just hate every single thing that Apple does. What you it's like the bane of your existence for sure, right? But you know what? You
This
don't
is
don't
good
don't fight
though.
it, bro.
But
Don't
this is
fight it, brother. No.
this is but I am saying this is good for you.
Yeah,
For anybody that's using this method here or that has iOS, if that makes
yeah,
sense. This
yeah.
is good for them. I mean,
All right, mark my word. When we go to CES in January, I'm buying you some type of iOS device, and I'm gonna find a way to make you. I'm not gonna make you completely transfer them over, but I'm gonna get you a iPod Touch. I'm gonna get you something, an iPad or something, to let you see what's happening on the other side of the fence, brother. It's not all about Android all the time. Come on, stop hating. Stop hating.
Ain't nobody got
What's
time
up?
for that.
See, there he go with the sound effects. First of
I
all,
just ain't got time. I ain't got
shouts
time
out
for
to the
that.
convos. Shout out to my man Keith and them. I see him in the comments. He sent me some text messages now. He was mad at me yesterday because I was talking about him. I was making fun of him, but you know, it's nothing but love. I just want to put that out there on air while we recording. Shouts out to my man Keith and them. Phantom Black. Love you, brother.
Keeping them. That's what you said? Keeping them.
Keeping them. Oh, I love him, man.
Shout out to Rich Vibes and Hit the Spot.
Yeah.
This is a perfect segue, shall we say, for Hit the Spot. I asked you earlier, did you go to Bed Bath and Beyond? You said you did not. You're going to do all your Target shopping. But for all the college parents that are watching, or you know somebody that's about to go to college, this may be great for you. So with this next article, I thought that this would be great because I felt as if you know, because we're out here just trying to give you guys some great knowledge. We want you guys to understand what's going on, and college is starting, and we want to basically just let you know about the top apps that are that kids should have, if that makes sense. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your kids, and I know parents, you're going to probably disagree with some, and there's going to be some that you are going to agree with. So 11 apps every college student should have. They can just go out and download these apps. Some of them are free, some of them are not free. So let's kind of go down the list real quick and see what we have. We're going to see if we can expeditiously do this.
Damn, you using big words this week. I ain't mad at you, boy. You over there talking talking that LinkedIn language.
So Google Calendar, that's number one. You know,
makes sense. Done.
Yeah,
Done.
you got to have Google Calendar. It's a perfect app to organize your busy schedule. They can keep track of the classes, deadlines, and club meetings. Be honest with you, everybody should use Google Calendar. I use it just for my own purposes. Yeah, you set reminders in your head, but I mean, you can set it to a day before, 3 days, 30 minutes before, 5 minutes before, and it can either be an email notification or it can be a reminder on your phone. I mean, this is like you said, that's pretty simple. Google Calendar. Number two, what do they have on there? Venmo.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be in the parents' pockets, man. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, all of that. Yeah, be in the parents' pocket. So kids, if you're watching this, ask them for $20 so they can go ahead and get something to eat.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna see. Here come the rant, right? I can't let you. You can't just go through all 11 and have some dialogue. Because look, first, the 100% about Google Calendar and the Google ecosystem. It just makes sense. It's so easy and it's free, and everyone can use it. It's pretty seamless. Matt, Venmo is they deep in my pocket. Look, I'm writing checks to Venmo, or I'm making withdrawals to Venmo on an hourly basis in my household, and it's a shame. But here's my caveat to folks that are on Venmo. This is the one thing that I hate about Venmo, and I wish people would turn off their stream. Right? I don't really care that you are sending $5 to your friend to get your nails done, or to watch the dog, or to do whatever. You can mark your transactions as private, and I really wish that people would do that, because look, I'm coming at it from an enterprise technology perspective. I'm coming from someone who knows what's happening with cyber resilience, cyber security, and things of that nature. I can start knowing your patterns and the folks that you engage with, and I can know that you sent Tallboy $100 for X, Y, and Z, and go and maybe jack him for that $100 because I know he's got it because you sent it. Again, I'm looking at it from the extreme, but no one really needs to know what you're doing, especially third people looking in. I see folks that are, again, spending money on food, house sitting, house cleaning, whatever. Just mark your profile and your transaction as private, so none of your business is out there in the streets. That's how people get caught up in a lot of these phishing schemes and a lot of these incidents that are happening out there, by being just too open with a lot of these social platforms. There's my second rant of the day.
All right, so Zelle, Cash App, Venmo. They said that Venmo does not sell the user data. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to move on to the next one. Spotify.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
Gotta
saying.
have it.
We're going to move forward. Spotify. I don't want you to have a third rant just yet. So Spotify, I mean, everybody's going to want to listen to their music. They're going to be studying. They even have a premium, a discount on the premium to college students. So parents, cancel the college. I mean, cancel your regular Spotify, use the kids, and then be added to their account. You're paying for it anyway. Why not save some money? So
that's what I'm doing. Oh, look, it's $4.99 as opposed to $9.99 for the education rate. Oh yeah, I'm definitely using Spotify for the education rate.
Okay,
yes,
all right. Then we're gonna move forward. Cam Scanner. I've seen Cam Scanner. Do you know what Cam Scanner is? Because I've never used it. But basically, when you take a picture through the app, it's saved as a PDF. Which is perfect for submitting handwritten assignments like lab reports online. It's $60 for the year. You get a 3-day free trial, and basically it's available on iOS and the Google Play Store. And it does not sell user data and only collects data to improve user experience. You can read its full privacy policy, but I don't think nobody ever reads the privacy policy.
Yeah, I don't know, for one trick pony app, $60 is a little steep. I think it's very interesting that the majority of the pieces of software that you've mentioned are highlighting the fact that they don't sell user data, that they focus on privacy. So that's a whole nother story as well. I would probably say go with something like Evernote. Right, Evernote actually allows you to do OCR, optical character recognition, as well. I use Rocketbook myself.
Time out. You're using big words. Say that again slowly and let people know what that is. Come on now.
Optical character recognition, OCR. So essentially, when you scanning, right? So when you put your phone down now and it'll scan the pages and read the words and actually translate that into a document, a PDF or a word process file. That's called optical character recognition. And for this Cam Scanner application to be $60 a year, whatever, for, again, I'm calling it a one trick pony to just do one thing, you can get a better value by even the Evernote free plan, where, you know, if it's just you and you're not working with the team or something, you can do OCR, you can do audio recordings in the classroom as well. You can do folders and categories and you know, have all your classes within a particular notebook and then segregate those accordingly. So there's other applications. I see what they're talking about, because again, I see that a lot of these apps are talking about specifically do not sell your information. So maybe there's something specific about Cam Scanner. But
well, there's the picture right there. You take a picture of it, and then it converts it over to a PDF. So I guess that's great. I don't know. I've never used it before, so I can't speak on it. The next one, let's go right into it. It's Splitwise. Keeps track of shared expenses and comes in handy when you live with roommates or going on trips with friends. Never heard of that. And then you can pay your friends via Venmo or PayPal through Splitwise. And
shout out to Venmo again.
Yes.
It come Venmo one more again in my pocket. You know, one more again.
There it is. Come on, we're gonna do a lot of Cardi B tonight. The next one you got is Quizlet. Have you ever heard of that one?
I have heard of that. Yeah, my daughter has actually used that, so that's actually a pretty neat little app, kind of flashcards, right? So
Yeah,
it's pretty
flashcard
dope. Yeah.
market that makes studying for exams easy. Helpful because chances are someone already has made a flashcard for the exam you're
Hmm.
studying for, and you can search
Yep.
the app to see if it exists already. So study smarter, not harder, and it's also
Mm.
available for iOS and Android. Um, it says Quizlet collects your device information, geolocation information, and log information, and it may use your personal information for marketing services. So keep that in mind when you download the app. All right. All right. Number 7. What do we have? Dual Mobile. Never heard of this one either.
Now, I thought when I read this, I thought Duo was the two-way kind of teleconference or video conferencing app. The I think the one from Google, but no, yeah, I've never heard of this one in particular.
It says it basically is a two-step verification app that colleges use to protect your identity when logging into your campus portal. So I guess when you log into your account, I guess while you're on campus, maybe.
Yeah, but you know what? I would look at the rating as well, very low rating, and I would not install this unless your campus specifically asked you for it. Just again, when you start putting in your private and your personal credentials, you just don't know where they're going, and unless your campus is specifically asking you to use this type of two-factor authentication or VPN, I wouldn't use it.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a 2.2 rating. So we're just putting it out there for you to just be aware of it. Try it out, see if it works. If it does not work, it has nothing to do with us. Okay.
Let us know. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if any of the if you use well, we know Spotify, we know
Oh
Venmo,
yeah. Oh yeah.
but Word Hippo, basically an elite thesaurus app, great for essay writing. So now you can use big words like my expeditiously, like Ti.
Can you spell it?
Nope. I'm not even going to try.
Brother, need a
Not gonna,
dictionary for that one.
look,
You know.
look, look, look. You're not gonna have me on the script spelling bee talking about You're not gonna have me doing that. Nope.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get the
hilarious.
trophy. No. Um, you can and remember this thesaurus for essay writing app is available on iOS and Android as well. Let's see what else we got. Number 9, I passed it.
Mm. Let's talk about this right here, man.
Rant number 3. Get him. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I wish my daughter would come back well tender on her phone. I say you got some explaining to do,
Well, I mean, they do have authentication right now. The two-step. You can submit your ID and all that great stuff, so that at least you know.
yeah,
I
you
think
can't even say it with a straight face.
I think this is great for the guys that are going to college, but the girls, the parents are gonna be like, "Nah, I don't want my daughter on no Tinder." But come on now, let's just be honest. You know that daddy don't want to have no young boy, coming to the door
Pretty
talking
much.
about I'm
Yeah,
coming home for Thanksgiving or Christmas with him. But I
yeah.
mean, they are young and they are stepping out of the nest, and they got to learn one way or the other. So hopefully, all the tools that you as parents have given them. Um,
Mm. Listen, you gonna learn? Yeah, you today. I tell you what, come.
look,
No,
look, I don't have kids, so
as soon as
don't.
yeah, see, Maury, Tinder for you, Tinder University. I thought about so OnlyFans today announced a notification, well, that was safe for work, SFW app folk from OnlyFans. We all, when you say OnlyFans, what do you think about? You think about extreme content that you get at work, but OnlyFans is trying to get some public series, some money raised, and they're trying to change the whole perception of the organization. So they also came out with a platform today. I just don't know how Tinder is going to again shake that perception of the name that they've already built. They did a phenomenal job thus far of building their name, brand, and their recognition for a specific type of content. Good for them. Great for them. But now, again, now they're going to try to bring Tinder U into the universities and the students. It's just going to be hard for an old school cat like me to jump on that and be comfortable with seeing that on the front page of my daughter's phone. That's all. Another rant.
Yeah, we knew these were gonna go. We, oh my God, here we go. I'm gonna put the comments on the screen. I will put them on there. Basically, I'm being my chauvinistic side is showing Untallboy. It's not good for the guys. It's not.
Yeah, you getting in trouble. You getting in
Oh
trouble.
man, hey, look, you over there drinking your scotch like tall boy. Let me just let me go ahead and
Yeah,
move
don't bring
on.
me on camera when I'm drinking, because you know what? While you getting told to, while you getting to talking to, let me go ahead and do my
Oh
thing.
man, all right.
Let's get focused. Let's go ahead and get focused. Keep it moving,
No,
bro.
no, look, this is even more funnier. It's like, go ahead, cue Cardi. There we
Ow.
go. All right, let's go ahead and get focused. I'm sorry. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun with it. All right,
Got to, got to.
no, number 10. What are we working with? Let's see. What is it called? Pomodoro. Have you heard of this one?
I have not.
It's a great time management app. Operates that has you work for 25 minutes straight with no interruption, and then take a 5 minute break. And basically, it collects data such as your IP address, location, and information like the amount of time on the app, but says it uses such information to create, develop, operate, and deliver to improve their products and services content. So um, basically, after so much time, and I think this is it. It has a timer where it keeps you focused to stay on task, and then after the 25 minutes, then you can go onto Facebook or go onto your Tinder app, or you can
Yeah.
go onto whatever it is that you want to focus on for the 5 minute break, and I guess it brings you back up. So
Yeah, there's a lot of apps out there that are similar to this. I have not heard of Pomodoro. I saw that it's only iOS at the particular time, but no, these tools in my mindset, I think they have great intentions, but again, you have to consciously use them. You have to consciously put them into your workflow, right? You got to load it at startup in your browser or whatever. You got to load it as soon as you fire up your phone. You know, you have to actually utilize these tools if you're going to have them available to you, right? And you can't just keep snoozing them or pausing them or putting them behind the scenes. You actually got to, if Pomodoro tells you close the tab for Facebook and you just snooze it and you don't pay attention to it, what good is it? You've wasted your money and you wasted your time and energy. So
got you. I'm not being a fan favorite tonight because I joked about Tinder. Spoken like someone who isn't spending money for their kids to go to college. and Rich Vibe says, please don't say it's going to be hard when talking about Tinder use. So, all right, our last app.
I don't know where
Ooh,
this show is going tonight.
hey man, we're just having fun with it, man. That's all I'm
I
saying.
do not know where it's going.
Our last app that we have is uh say it again.
Nothing.
Okay.
Canvas or Blackboard. Okay.
Are you familiar with this one?
I am familiar with Blackboard, and that is kind of the integrated student information system that that some schools use. I think that's the Google one, but yeah, that's a good app for keeping track of your assignments, kind of collaborating with folks in your class as well. So those are decent apps as well. But again, it's you have to take advantage of them. You got to use them. You can't just install it on your phone if you're going to say I'm gonna collaborate with you on this homework assignment, and you're gonna do the first part. I'm gonna work on the second part. You gotta use the tools as opposed to just installing them. So you got to put in the effort with all these
Right.
things. So
No, and that makes sense. And once again, um, these are just 11 apps that they're recommending. And who did this article? I would definitely want to give them some credit. The person who did the article was, if I'm correct, uh,
Elena.
Ilana Cavender. So I mean,
Yeah.
she did her research. She felt like these were the top 11. We're just sharing the information, and like James said, you have to put this in your wheelhouse. So it's not going to work if you don't use it. No different from James trying to give me an app that he wants me to use with ClickUp. I have to put it in my wheelhouse on a weekly basis for me to say, all right, cool, I'm going to use this. And no different from any other app that you use. If you can use Facebook and you can use Instagram, you just have to say, I want to be determined to be able to use this one. So,
Yeah.
or one of these
And
11.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it on the record. I appreciate you giving it the good old college try and college effort, because I did throw you in the fire with ClickUp, right? It's not as straightforward, but it works for kind of the way that I have. But from a content creation perspective, from a capturing of content that we're going to talk about each week. I know it was tough, man, but I wanted to give you your props for at least giving it an effort to try to work it out. So,
Man, I'm humble because I did not get a tutorial on any of it. It was just, hey, figure out the app, and we're gonna just start pulling our stories. You're gonna put your stories in. I'm gonna put my stories in, and figure it out. And it was no tutorial. Hey, here's a YouTube video. There was nothing. It was, you're grown. You'll figure it out.
I just
And
sent you a link. I just sent you the link. That was it.
yep, that's what he did.
Trifling.
Yep. So shout out to Rich Vibes again, just basically saying credit or disclaimer. Yep, that's right. We're giving Elena Cavender, hopefully I said her name right, the proper credit, as we want. Oh man, wow, this is brutal. She's saying so she's a loose woman with no kids.
Ooh, you got some explaining to do tonight. Yeah.
No,
You
not
got
me.
some.
I'm just being myself. Hey, this is the
That's
comments
the
coming from the people.
that's the problem. You. All right,
Okay.
back to the tech. Back to the tech.
Back to the tech. Back to the tech. You got it, or you want me to do it?
Okay, folks, look, you see what we're doing, right? We're entertaining, we're enlightening, we're educating. Welcome to the Lab Tech Show. Join us every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We talk about the consumer focus of technology, and hopefully you learn something after watching the show. Definitely share it with the folks within your social circles, because it will help us continue to grow this channel and grow this effort. We can't do it without you, and we appreciate you for everything that you do.
There it is.
There it is.
That wasn't bad this week.
22 seconds. I had 1 second there. I'm trying to get it right at that point, right?
I
But
got you.
again, you're the one that came from radio, not me.
Nah, it's just coming up with the who, what, when, where, and why. But it was good.
All right.
It was really good. I was really impressed with what you had going on today.
Pray
That's
for
what's
me.
up.
We so crazy.
Now I should be shot for this one because I don't have what I need up on here. But we're gonna go right on into the story. But YouTube will show video chapters right in the search results. And I don't see my article. So that's my fault because I had it pulled up, but I guess I had to delete it for whatever reason. So let me see if I can. I'll let you do a little brief synopsis while I try to find the article, and then I'll just kind of tap into it from there. If you can hold me down for a brief moment.
Yeah, no worries. So this is focused on, I think from a premise, it's focused on us content creators, right? The fact that we'll produce, so like this show will probably be 60 minutes long, and it's difficult, sometimes challenging to find each specific topic talking about throughout. without putting in chapter markers. Right now, that's a manual activity. After the show runs, Tallboy and I go back and look at the show and say, this is when we did the open, this is when we did topic 1, topic 2, et cetera, et cetera. AI algorithms, machine learning, YouTube and Google are really stepping up and taking advantage of machine learning and that type of capability, and are working on ways to automate that break in content and put those chapter markers in the description for us, put that description into the I don't think they're putting in the title of the story of the post, but they're definitely, I believe, putting it in the description for us. So finding that logical break in the conversation, and YouTube is going to put that in for us to make it easier for content creators to take one additional administrative step out of the process, but also make it easier for you, the consumer, to come back to this show a week later and say, what did they talk? I knew they talked about 11 apps for college students, and you can quickly and easily get to that point. So yeah, it's a good thing for both sides of the fence. And the fact that Google and YouTube are doing that automatically for us now is going to be a huge time saver for our post-show activities.
Real briefly, right into the article, it just says YouTube will show the video chapters right in the search results, which should make it easier to jump to the exact part of a video that might be most helpful to you. Instead of having to tap into a video and scroll through the chapters just to find exactly the information that you're looking for, you'll be able to see the chapters from a search, so you can navigate to certain spots in a video more easily. And it's also adding video previews to search results on mobile, meaning you can see a short clip of a video before you tap into it. So I think that's pretty cool. The fact that you can see a little video preview, and it may be something where we raised our hands, and when we raised our hands, you know that was the part that that's the part that you want. Another change is designed to help people find videos if there isn't any content about what they're looking for in their local language. YouTube will show videos with automatically translated captions, titles, and descriptions in search results. The videos that will show up in this case are in English to start, but the company plans to expand this to more languages in the future. So when you think about that, think about somebody that's in a different country that, the video's in English and is going to automatically translate it for you.
Yeah, that's huge, man.
Yeah.
Look, we're trying to be global with this, right? I mean,
Right.
I definitely want all of us want our content to be globally accessible, and not the whole planet doesn't speak English. They'd much rather have it in their local language. So for, again, these algorithms and for the machine language and the AI to actually be able to decipher that and create the subtitles and the transcription for us automatically, gotta love that.
Yeah. I like it. So I think YouTube is on one. I think they're trying to always enhance what they have going on. Quite naturally, their competitor is Vimeo, so they're trying to stay a step ahead of them. But also Vimeo is doing some amazing things with TikTok as well, which we will not talk about this evening, but they're integrating TikTok with Vimeo for marketing purposes. So to see YouTube come over here and do this, they're just trying to stay ahead of the game and just say, hey, you can go right to your chapter markers and you can see a video preview of it. You can even see it in your translated caption. That's just staying ahead of the game and making it easier for anybody who's looking for a DIY or a how-to, or just want to sit back and watch some entertaining content. This is just awesome for them, to be able to do that. So that's a big salute to YouTube. So
That's it.
I'm just saying, you got to give them that love. So
you wearing that Go XLR out, boy?
hey,
You
man,
wearing
look,
that?
I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was sent a video from Sammy Cool. Thank you, Sammy. Shout out to Sammy. This guy, y'all need to really follow Sammy Cool. Like, this guy, yeah, if you don't know who he is, he's 17 years old, 16, 17 years old, and he knows this stuff like the back of his hand. He found a video to assist me with the Stream Deck and saying, hey, how do you put your sound effects in with no problems? It wasn't the video that I wanted, but I put two and two together, and I was able to do it. And at 3 o'clock this morning, I got a plethora of sound effects that that we can pretty much use. So if I make a mistake, I can have some fun with it as well. So shout out to Sammy Cool. But right now, in regards to this article here, YouTube is just really staying ahead of the game when it comes to this. All right. It's that time. Let me see if I can get it to come up. There it is. Y'all know what time it is. We're now on Roku and Fire TV. If you have an Amazon Fire Stick, if you have a Roku TV or a Roku Stick, check me out, TVE Media. I'm trying my best to make sure, I'm not going to say trying, we are putting content up every week with the Lab Tech Show, and we also have some amazing other shows with Old School Tuesday Turn Up and Try It with Tammy, where you can find some great cooking how-to videos in under an hour. So if you guys are looking for something interesting, check it out, TVE Media on Roku and Fire Stick.
Love it. Love it. Hey, brother, I think something happened and your audio is scratched up, getting a little scratchy as you talk. I'm not sure where it happened, but for about the past 2 minutes, you've been not clear.
I have not been clear. That's interesting because my volume is turned up. Hopefully, it does not be that bad. Hopefully,
it is bad. It's electrostatic, so it's not. It's not feedback and it's not garbled. It's just more electrostatic.
Okay, I'm gonna bring my volume down just a little bit, and hopefully that'll help out. Maybe. Is that working?
No, I can almost think that it's probably the least common denominator is probably cables, right? It might be your XLR cable. It just sounds like there's interference that's coming from your environment. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, Amazon will get Amazon will
get some new cables tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. Amazon's going to be getting some more.
Get you some green ones too.
Oh man, some green cables. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, get you some home brand. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're killing me.
It's all good, brother.
It's
all good.
All right, our last story for the day. Where are we at? Our last story. This is really big, guys, especially if you are in the T-Mobile ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
This is really big, and right now T-Mobile is trying to, I'm not going to say they're downplaying it, but I will say that even their employees don't know what's going on. I went to 2 T-Mobile stores today, and I wanted to find out what was going on with this data breach that happened, what was it, 2 days ago? 3 days ago?
2 days ago, yeah.
Okay, and I went into 2 T-Mobile stores this afternoon, and when I tell you they had no idea of what was going on, I was actually kind of shocked that they did not know what was happening. So that to me, I was informed to call 611, and I was told to talk to someone there. They did send, when I did get someone from technical support on, on the line, they were able to check my account. They were able to see that my account was not affected. But if I were you, if you have T-Mobile, I highly recommend that you call and see if you were affected. But it looks like it was only for prepaid customers. So I'll let James kind of talk a little bit about this, and we'll go from there. But I just wanted to give you an update as far as what I experienced today when James said that this
Yeah, and this is again, it's unfortunate that this is becoming more the norm than a one-off case. Another cyber attack, another hacking attempt, and the attempt was successful. So 47 million plus people that are part of the T-Mobile ecosystem, users, subscribers, have had their information compromised, and not just their numbers. Some have actually had their personal information compromised, so social security numbers, addresses, and things of that nature. The best thing that you can do if you're part of T-Mobile right now is, even if you have been told that you aren't part of this hack, is still change the PIN number on your phone, change the password for your login access to your T-Mobile account on the website for all of your account information. That's just the best way to do it. And again, please don't make it something very like password 123 or nothing crazy like that. All these stories are blending together, right? We started out talking about long hexadecimal, very complex passwords with iOS, things like that, and then we end with this cyber attack for folks on T-Mobile. So T-Mobile knows about it. They may have told you that Tallboy that they weren't aware of it. That the folks behind the scenes knew about it. They just probably didn't have the proper messaging in terms of how they wanted to get this out, because this is very sensitive. Again, when you're talking about financial information for customers and subscribers, and especially when you're talking about social security numbers, right? Everyone's eyebrows start raising when you start talking about that kind of thing. So the best thing that you can do, again, if you are part of T-Mobile, is to change your PIN number, change your password, and keep an eye. If you get your statements via just e-statements, and you typically don't get them in paper, just take a look at your next statement next month, just to make sure there's nothing funny going on that. All things being equal, more than likely they'll correct it. They'll lock the holes down. They'll fix the situation. But it's best for you as a subscriber and as a user of the platform to be proactive and go ahead and lock your environment and change your credentials, so no one can get anything more from you in case they've already gotten some bits of information from you. So that's where it is. Again, it's unfortunate, but I think the smart money is on, again, just changing that login credential, that login information, and that access credential, so folks can't access the SIM card and folks can't access any of your payment information for any transactions.
Yeah, it looks like this is the fifth time that this has happened with T-Mobile in the recent years, and it's not even cool anymore. You know,
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
I mean, I get it. As a company, you're saying I'm willing to, pay whatever it may be to protect my customers. I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I truly respect that. But at the same token, um, this can't keep happening. You have to look at it and say, why is it that only T-Mobile is being affected by this and not AT&T or Verizon or any other cell phone service? So what is it that you're not doing from a security standpoint to make sure your customer data is locked down? I think that's where I start to think and start to go ahead and say, all right, this isn't the first time, okay, second time I get it, but upwards of three or more times, that's a problem. So I think you either need to let go of your security team or your cybersecurity team and go bring in a whole new staff, go out and build another infrastructure. But as far as the customer is concerned, um, protect your stuff. They told me to change my PIN. And I was trying to pull up the email, but they were willing to tell me to go get some type of cam shield that they wanted me to look into. Scam shield, that's what it's called. They sent me a link and said I can sign up for Scam Shield and go from there. So if you are a T-Mobile customer, I highly recommend you call them and just see if you were affected. And if you weren't, just ask. I asked, was there any type of protection or added security, because I did not want anything to hit my credit. And that's where I got the Scam Shield alert that I could sign up. And then I changed my PIN. So that's what I went to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do. And again, it's unfortunate. And I wonder if it's all been T-Mobile, or again with the major between them and Sprint, right? Who was really the first four situations that happened. But T-Mobile, again, being quite frankly, and quite literally by numbers, the largest 5G network out there. Verizon's coming up. Verizon's right behind them, but in mass, because T-Mobile and Sprint merged, they're the largest 5G network, and just the infrastructure should be better equipped and more advanced. All things being equal, again, but to where they shouldn't be subject to this many attacks. They really shouldn't. And I don't want to talk out of class here. I don't want to talk about anybody. Again, I'm in this industry as well, so I know how difficult it can be. But man, your cybersecurity, your cyber resilience, your data protection folks really need to start from scratch and take a look at what loopholes and what backdoors, what access issues are being compromised for so many times for your environment and your customers be put into jeopardy like this. This is just not a good look. And look, I live on CNBC in terms of TV, so I'm going to be looking tomorrow when the market's open and just see how the investment community is going to react to this. And I guarantee you that it's not going to be a good look. So that causes executives to make moves and make changes when they see they start making or losing real money. Like, because let's be honest, right? You as a subscriber paying $50 a month for your little service doesn't make it to the top. Again, it doesn't make it to the boardroom. But when all of the investors start seeing that, you know what, your whole network is having problems again, fifth time again. I can't see quality of service. I can't see a quality operation that's happening. So folks will take their money. Large investors will take their money and go someplace else. That's where you're going to start getting some of this change, and you're probably going to start getting some action. So it's a bad thing for us, the consumers, in terms of just having your data and your information compromised. But hopefully something will change and something will happen in terms of just the overall infrastructure that they have to where they become more robust. So one more rant. Golly, I'm throwing them out there tonight, brother. I'm going to just sit down and be quiet now.
Understood, bro. Understood. Well, look, we made it through. Tallboy will probably have this week in tech, hopefully some new wires by next Tuesday. So I don't know why we're having these problems, but we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. It's gonna be all right. I can't blame it on T-Mobile for my wires, but it is what it is. So. Quite naturally, you know it, every week, James and I, we basically try to come to you trying to find the 4 top stories that we think that are most effective. We know that you're going back to college, or you may have a family member, you may be going back to college, and we want you to be aware of the apps. James spoke earlier about the password with the synchronization with Windows and iOS. So that's also great. YouTube with the chapter markers. And then lastly, T-Mobile, not doing what they're supposed to be doing as far as a cybersecurity, from a cybersecurity aspect. And I don't think it's necessarily the cybersecurity team's fault, but there's loopholes somewhere. But at the end of the day, we want to bring these stories to you, and we want to just let you know that, hey, this is what's important, or at least this is what we think is important that you should at least pay attention to. And all I ask is that you tell a friend, tell a colleague, tell a family member, look, 2 brothers in tech, this is what we love to do. And we just trying to provide value. So that's pretty much it. So
let me just add on to this, man, right? Because again, I don't want to wallow, or I don't want to wade in the negativity, because look, we stream live. We stream in 4K, 60 frames a second. Well, 30 frames a second, because a lot of these social networks can't handle it. So I'm in 4K, 30 frames a second. We are across the country. We are global, and we go live, and it's completely unedited. The fact that there may be some challenges, the fact that the Go XLR over there is having some static issues, or whatever the case may be, the fact that either one of our platforms, Ecamm or vMix or Restream or StreamYard, whatever, may go wonky on us at particular times. We're paying for the highest internet connectivity that we can in both of our networks, in both of our areas. There could be times when that speed test does not show that we paying for the highest internet connectivity, but we bring it every single week. We still bring the quality content, and sometimes I look for, and I hope that we do have some of these challenges, because we still work through them. And for the new content creator out there who's saying, man, they would have hung up and they would have ended the stream, or they would have gone and hid in the corner. We're not doing that. We're working through it. We're saying, these are the challenges. Again, if you're going live, there are some channels and some streams who do a phenomenal job as well, but they pre-record and they go back and they do a lot of editing. They make it all pretty and they make it all, HBO quality, and then they push it out. I would much rather have the live. I would much rather have the raw, uncut session that we have, so you see us as we work through these challenges, because I can guarantee you, if you're going to get into this content creation game as well, and trying to be serious about it and trying to turn it into a revenue generation stream for yourself, you're going to have these problems too. So you might as well see us go through it and see how we bob and weave and pivot forward. So that there again, there's one more rant. I just want to put that out there. It's all good. This is positivity. We look for your feedback. We look for your criticism. If we're doing something right, let us know. If we're doing something that's not right, let us know, because that's the only way we can grow. It's not about us. It's all about you, the community. So. Ow. I'm on one tonight, brother. I'm on one tonight.
Man, I like the fact that you're trying to, but this is, and I know we're going over the hour, and today I really just don't care. I think.
Well, I got to go to back to school tonight, so I care.
Well, I'm going to say this. I appreciate you. And for all the ones who do stick with us and they're watching the show live and they're watching it as we interact, I definitely appreciate you, because like you said, at the end of the day, we're paying top dollar for these streams to work. And even with the top dollar, we're still having issues here, there, whatever the case may be. And it's not easy, and it is frustrating on our end, but at the end of the day, we want to provide value, and we're still going to give it to you. And like you said, we're not shortchanging you as the viewer. So whether it's the cable that I'm dealing with, or it's
you're clear right now.
Oh wow, ain't that something? I didn't touch anything. I really didn't. So, but at the end of the day, thank you for the ones who do watch. And somebody said, you mean to tell me I'm not watching? And you know what, people, to be honest with you, they've all said, the quality of the stream is awesome. No, they really have. I mean, even like on the road.
No, I was laughing at Rich. I was laughing at Rich's comment there.
But people are really appreciating the fact that the content is out there, number one, and number two, the quality of the content as far as the frames per second and the video quality. I mean, we're pushing out, like you said, 1080. You're doing 4K on your side, future proofing yourself. That's what it's all about. And we're not getting any assistance from some of these other companies. We just give you an honest review, but outside of that, no one's not paying us to use their software or use their equipment. So unless they want to help, tag them. That's about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And on that note, I'm gonna just let Rich Vibe has the last comment. Cardi cleared the throat. Appreciate you. And actually, we can't blame it on this one here.
Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real!
It's the lab, y'all. We out.
You're so crazy.